Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on today and do another version of my super quick makeup. I know I have a few versions of these on my channel, but I tend to change it up and I have different levels of quick. I have like, I just don't care. I'm just wearing SPF and mascara. I have, I'm going to cut out a few steps, but I'm still going to have makeup on. And then I have this, which is the very minimal of what I'm going to use for makeup if I'm going to wear it. This is the kind of look that I do when I might have somewhere to go and I don't want to look like I just rolled out of bed, but I don't want to go full glam because it's too much. For instance, I'm going to eat with my kindergartner at lunch today at school. I don't want to go in there with a full beat glam face because I'm probably going to be wearing yoga pants, so it just wouldn't look normal. But I still want to look put together. So this is where something like this, a look like this, comes into play. A portion of this video is also in partnership with Colorescience, which is so very exciting to me because I absolutely adore their brand. If you have watched me for any length of time, you know this because I talk about their products a lot. So I am going to talk about one of their products in particular today. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. All right, guys, so we are just gonna jump right in. I have already done my brows and primed my eyes, but since this is supposed to be a faster look, I decided to actually time that and let you know how long it took. So it took exactly 3.5 minutes to do that, which to me, I feel like is pretty good considering I don't have eyebrows and I have to paint them on every day. So that still is in line with the fast look that I'm going for today. And so again, the whole point of this is to do like the very minimum that is required for me to step out of the house with makeup on. I don't always have to have makeup on, but if I'm gonna put something on to kind of even everything out, make me look a little bit more put together, this is the minimum of what I would do. And what I have been doing quite often lately. So because I am not doing really any eyeshadow, I'm gonna actually start off with my base today, which is not normal. I typically do the eyes first, but again, there's no need because I'm basically not doing much of anything to the eyes. So we're going to go ahead and start off on the base. The first thing I always do is prime. I'm not going to use a primer today. It's not a necessity for me. I'm wanting to get out fast. It's one less product I have to search for, one less product I have to put on. So after primer, I will color correct my eyes. And I am going to use the same thing I use every day, but it's a little bit different in this video because this portion of the video is actually in partnership with Colorescience, which I'm so grateful to because y'all know I adore Colorescience. I have talked about them for ages. I have so many of their products. And this product that I use to color correct every single day is one of my very favorites. And it is definitely on the list of things I have to have on my face before I go out the door if I'm going to wear makeup. And it is the Colorescience Total Eye 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy SPF 35. So again, I've talked about this a lot, but for those of y'all who are new or who maybe haven't caught it, again, this is a Total Eye 3-in-1. So it is not only a color corrector, it can be used for a lot of different things. It can be an eye cream that you can technically use day and night. You can put it all the way around your orbital bone. And because it is an eye cream and they say that it can be used like that, it does actually have skincare benefits and it does treat fine lines and wrinkles, dark circles and puffiness. And I've said before, because I put this in one of my favorites videos before, that I truly feel like since I've been using this, and I've been using this for 7 months now, and I feel like since I've been using it, my under eyes look better as a whole. And I'm not even using it as an eye cream. I'm just using it as a corrector. So I can only imagine how great they would look if I actually used it as a day and night eye cream. But it comes in a packaging like this. It has this cooling metal tip. I'm going to show you how I apply it. I don't use the metal tip, but it is very, holy cow, it's very cooling. So if you like that, and I think if you use this as an eye cream, like at nighttime, that would be amazing. Even in the morning too, because it depuffs. But anyhow, I use my fingers. It is SPF 35, which is huge to me to be able to have SPF under your eyes too. I think so many of us neglect that area. It is the thinnest skin on our face, and it really needs some TLC, and SPF 35 is wonderful, and the even better part of it is it is physical sunscreen. All of Colorescience SPFs are physical, not chemical, which is another huge plus because physical is all that I will wear. And then finally, another huge benefit is that it does correct darkness with its peach undertone, which is how I use it. So I will take not even a pump, like half a pump onto my finger. So it may not even come across the undertone that it has on camera, but it does have a nice peach undertone. I dab it between my fingers like this, and then I go underneath my eyes. Sometimes I will mix this with another corrector, but again, this is a video of my very minimum, and it doesn't have to be used with something else. It has great coverage and color correcting abilities by itself. So then I just take a sponge and blend it out. And I find that that neutralizes the darkness enough. I've talked about in past concealer reviews, recent concealer reviews, I'm at that point in my life where I don't need or want really cakey stuff under my eyes because it just makes me look older. So I'm going to sacrifice coverage for non-cakey under eyes, if that makes sense. So I'm okay if I still see a little bit of darkness because I am human and I want to continue to look that way. So Colorescience has been very gracious in order to give me a coupon code to give you. This allows you to not only get the total 3-in-1 SPF 35, but if you do purchase this with this coupon code, you will also receive a free Colorescience gel eyeliner. So it comes in a nice heavy pot like this, and it is just a pretty gel black eyeliner. So I think that's awesome that you're getting that along with the 3-in-1. I know a lot of y'all have purchased the 3-in-1 because I've talked about it so much, but if you have not, I highly suggest it, and be sure and use that coupon code for your free eyeliner. All right, so I'm not even going to technically use foundation today. I'm going to use the Nude Stick Nudies Tinted Blur Stick. So it looks like this. I got the color medium 5, and basically it is extremely sheer. Like, you are not going to probably be able to see this on my skin at all, but I'm just putting it, I mean, the color is a little different, and that's what I need because my face is much lighter than the rest of my body because A, I exfoliate, I douse my face in SPF, and B, I do self-tan. So I just want to kind of even out the colors, but this is one of those things that you look, I don't even have to look to buff it in because it's so sheer, but it does a good job of just evening out. Like, I know a lot of people will use this as their primer. This is how I like to use it, just to match my skin tone of my face to my skin tone of my body. So because this is fast and I just can't be bothered, I'm not even going to put concealer over that Colorescience. I'm going to set it down with a little bit of my Laura Mercier powder just so it doesn't move throughout the day. Now I'm going to set this blur stick with just a tiny little bit more coverage with the Osmosis Pure Pressed Base in Natural Medium, and I'm going to use the Osmosis powder brush. Really kind of just buff that into my skin, kind of like you would normally would a mineral makeup. Again, just to set that nude sticks. So while I can easily go without blush, I can easily go without highlighter, I rarely ever go without bronzer. So that is going to be the only powder product other than what we just put on that I'm going to use today. And I'm going to use the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light Bronzer. And I'm going to also use my Osmosis Color Large Accent Brush. It's just a large duo fiber brush. And I'm just going to look, I'm not even using two hands, y'all. If you know me, you know that's a big deal because I normally always use two hands to bronze, but this is just to add a little color. So I'm not going to be that specific with it. I'm going to spray a little bit of the Jane Iredale Palm Mist to kind of set that osmosis down in, and that's all I am doing for my face. Now, you can do many different things with your eyes. You can run the bronzer through your eyes. You can leave them completely bare. I'm going to use today, and unfortunately they don't make this product anymore, but the reason I'm using it is because it also has a broad spectrum SPF in it, and we definitely neglect our eyelids when it comes to sunscreen. But this is the Bare Minerals 5-in-1 BB Advanced Performance Eyeshadow, and this is in color Rich Camel. Like I said, I don't think you can get these anymore. I don't know if their new eye primers have SPF in them or not, but I love these because it does. And this is just, I really could have primed with this because it's basically just a tad darker than my skin tone. So it just gives a little bit of shadow to my eye, and I'm not even going to use any kind of brush. Just going to blend it in with my fingers. And again, it just gives a little bit of depth and dimension, which I don't even know if it's going to come across on camera. Now, I am completely done with my eyes and my face. I'm just going to add some mascara. I'm going to curl my eyelashes. And and I know I've said that I don't ever skimp on this, but when I'm really in a hurry, I don't do like my 2 primers that I normally do. I'll just real quick put some of my Jane Iredale lash conditioner on. A little bit of my MAC Giga Black on the bottom. And I don't always put it on the bottom on fast days, but because I didn't put any kind of eyeshadow underneath my eyes, I just feel like it needs a little something. And because I have very minimal makeup on my face, I don't want these huge luscious lashes that I typically want, because sometimes that can make people only look at the lashes. It can look a little overdone. It doesn't match the rest of the face. So I want something a little more natural, and I've been using the Covergirl Flourish by Lash Blast if I want my lashes to be a little bit more on the natural side. So that's what I'm going to use on top of that Jane Iredale primer. So this gives really natural, fluttery lashes. Now the last thing we're going to do is lipstick, and I'm just going to use a gloss. This is the Glow Skin Beauty Gloss in Cupcake. It's a really pretty light pink nude gloss, which I think is going to come off on camera a little bit more light than it actually is. I'm going to just put a little bit of this Glow Skin lipstick on top of it. Yeah, that's pretty. And Rose Petal. So those two together are very pretty. So that is that. I know I talked a lot through it, so it seems like it's going to take longer, but in all honesty, even with my brows, this will take me no longer than 10 minutes. I feel put together enough to leave. I can now go eat lunch with my daughter and not look like I just got out of bed. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for Colorescience for partnering with me to talk about their Total Renewal 3-in-1, which y'all know I love. Even if you do have it, I would take this opportunity to get a backup, because you do get the free eyeliner, which I thought was very nice of them. So thank you again to Colorescience. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.